If only they knew the impact our organization made, then they'd donate.
I hear this whine so many times from nonprofit professionals, and I hate to break it to you, but it is your obligation to get potential donors to know and care about you and act. And in 2024, social media is the #1 tool you can use to make this happen. Hi, I'm Kelly, the nonprofit marketing nerd, and I teach nonprofit professionals just like you to level up their nonprofit marketing and storytelling, especially online. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 7 top strategies you can use right now, today, on social media to get people to know and care about you and that important thing, to act. Now, before we get too far, I want to thank you for allowing me into your day as we nerd out about nonprofit marketing. And if you haven't already, so I can continue to provide to you free resources just like this, make sure you subscribe below to me, Kelly, the nonprofit marketing nerd. Like this video for the YouTube algorithm. And make sure you subscribe to the Marketing Nerds Unite VIP list down below so you can get access to all of the free resources and trainings I'm providing you about leveling up your nonprofit's marketing and storytelling. I'm super curious, if you're here today to learn more about social media marketing for your nonprofit organization, drop your organization's URL, that's your website, down below so I can kind of nerd out a little bit more about what you guys have going on. And congratulations again, learning is your first step towards leveling up your nonprofit's social media. Strategy #1 is to know who you're talking to. Your nonprofit's social media should not be talking at anyone. It should be talking to someone, and I would argue it should be talking to someone specifically. Now, in the for-profit business realm, they call this talking to your ideal customer persona or ideal customer avatar. And this is exactly who you are producing your social media for and who you want to reach through it. So for you, depending on what your marketing goals are, this could be your ideal donor. This could be the donor you want to retain. It could be your potential volunteer. It could be your community supporter, or it might be your program participant. But really, really take the time to zero in on the specifics and a persona of who you're talking to, and then produce content directly for your target audience avatar. Strategy #2 is to make sure it's someone's job at your organization to do social media. Now, this is the way a lot of nonprofits do social media wrong. They're very reactive, they're kind of shuffling around, and you're only posting content when something's happening or when you have to. So you're really not proactively marketing at all. All I can say is welcome to 2024, where social media matters, especially if you need to connect and educate someone, whether that be a volunteer, potential donor, or potential program participant. Right now, today, if it's not already, make sure there's someone whose key job responsibility is to do social media marketing for your organization, and that they have the resources that can be tools, time, trainings, technology they need to do social media marketing well for your organization. And if you're here, this is a great first step. Now, if you are looking for trainings to how to level up your social media marketing, and it is a key job responsibility for you, make sure you subscribe to the Marketing Nerds Unite VIP list down below, where I share all of the free and super low cost resources, tools, and trainings that I, Kelly the nonprofit marketing nerd, provide to nonprofit rock stars just like you. Strategy #3 is to use live video. If you haven't already, make sure you check my video all about why nonprofits should stop using Canva, especially all of those boring Canva graphics. The link is above and down below. If you've already watched that video, you know how much real, authentic content matters. If I could tell every nonprofit to add at least one thing to your social media marketing toolkit for 2024, that would be live video. And how exactly to use live video? My recommendation would be that your leader, whoever is the voice and face for your organization, go live in what we marketing nerds call talking head videos, that your leader go live with a talking head video at least once, if not twice a month, where they are having a direct conversation with your target audience avatar, sharing about the behind the scenes, maybe telling a very specific story, maybe talking about something that's really personally resonated with them that might resonate with their avatar, that has to do with their organization. This is the top thing you can do if you do it consistently over time to really engage with your community and show the real face of your organization. Strategy number 4 is to implement quarterly mini campaigns. This is especially important if you feel like either your social media is getting boring or you have no great ideas and you're not excited anymore about your social media for your organization. And chances are, if you're not excited about it, you just feel like you have to, the people seeing your content know that. So mini campaigns are a great way to repackage and repurpose things already maybe happening behind the scenes and present them in a fun way. It's also an opportunity for you to use more of your creativity in social media marketing. Now, what does a mini campaign look like? A mini campaign would be about 4 to 6 weeks where you repackage or rebrand a piece or a piece of your organization. Now, let's say you're a soup kitchen in a bilingual area that has lots of volunteers that donate a lot of their time, but maybe their voices aren't heard. So maybe do a Viernes volunteer voices, and every single Friday, you have a volunteer just share about why they came to the organization, what their vision is for the organization and the community, and kind of what keeps them coming to volunteer. Now, if you do that consistently, chances are you're going to get more excited about it and people are going to start to see a different voice as you're presenting your organization in a different, and I would argue, more organized way. Strategy number 5 is to use content pillars. Now, what are content pillars? They're basically mini buckets of topics that you should cover in your social media on a regular basis. And most organizations have between 3 and 5 content pillars, dependent on what the goals and objectives are for their marketing for the year. So I'd love to say this is exactly what all nonprofits should do, but it depends on your goals. But there are 2 content pillars every nonprofit should use, and one is advocacy and outreach. And the second, which is often forgotten, both in social media for nonprofits and I would say in the world, are thank yous. We do thank yous every now and then, but make it almost challenge yourself in the same way you should challenge yourself in terms of gratitude. Challenge yourself weekly to think of someone or something that your organization should be thanking, and then thank them online authentically on a regular basis. Now, this is not only a great way to continue to develop relationship and thank especially donors, but it's a great way to create community online because you're able to tag other organizations, tag other people, get maybe more different photos than you usually would. Strategy number 6, and I've been doing nonprofit marketing for over a decade, and this is still the top tip I would give anyone that's in charge of marketing for your organization, and especially social media for your organization, is to do mini shoots and batch getting photographs of your organization. So I'm gonna ask you to pause this video after you hear the next 5 seconds. Pause this video and block out 3 to 4 hours, one morning or afternoon in the next 2 weeks. Okay, now hopefully you paused this video, now you're back, and what I want you to do is to block out that time, and instead of saying, the program directors didn't send me pictures of this, nobody's sending me pictures to post on social media. If it's your job to create the social media and post the social media, it's your job to go out and get those photos that are really going to go viral for your organization. So block out a content and do a mini photo shoot. Now, this should be, yes, of buildings, yes, of things, but especially of people. So if you're an organization that doesn't have a lot of people floating around, go ahead and pull in some models that can be volunteers for the day to get those pictures. And if you batch effectively, then you're only having to do mini photo shoots once per quarter where you're getting over like 60 to 100 great photos that then you can schedule out ahead of time using a social media scheduler. My favorite social media schedule, and the one I would recommend to all nonprofit organizations, is Metricool. It's super awesome, and if you click the link below, it's an entirely free scheduling tool. It's the one I use. And make sure to subscribe below so you can watch my video where I nerd out all about the amazing things about Metricool and why I love it. And strategy number 7 for how to level up your social media marketing is to not do it alone. As nonprofit professionals, we are so guilty of taking pride in figuring things out and bootstrapping. Social media marketing is an art and a craft. It's something that there's a lot of resources, tools, trainings on. And if you're spending all afternoon every single Friday trying to figure things out, why don't you learn from people that already know? So if you haven't already, I would encourage you to join a social media mastermind, to take some trainings at your community college about social media marketing. Now, if you're looking for marketing trainings that are specific to nonprofits, which I think you should, make sure to subscribe to my Nonprofit Marketing Nerds Unite VIP list, where I will send you lots of trainings, tools, and resources. Again, not just mine, but mine will be included, all about how you can level up your nonprofit marketing and storytelling. Again, my name is Kelly. I am the Nonprofit Marketing Nerd, and I look forward to seeing you next week.